last lesson. The lesson is going to be last lesson. After that, the teacher is not going to teach anymore because he is not feeling any sort of reciprocal treatment. There is there is dearth of mutual understanding between the teacher and his students. The teacher is feeling to be, very tired. He is feeling to be weariness. He is feeling to be mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted, all because of these ungracious students. The teacher from his part is trying to, reform these students, but these students, they are not ready to procure, they are not ready to assimilate any sort of knowledge, as they are very cold, as you can say, they are like the mute spectator in the poem, because there is no willingness, because there is no urge and curiosity inside the students to assimilate the ideas, to understand the ideas, to understand the teacher's toiling. They are totally, full of, you can say, asperity. So they are trying to disparage the student. The teacher is trying very much to make them to understand the content, but they are not ready to understand anything. So this is the reason the teacher is calling them my pack of unruly horns, and this is the biggest criticism, and this is the, you can say, this is the satire here, and this is happening, you can say, everywhere. This is happening nowadays. The poet in this poem, he is touching the modern theme. He is trying to tell us that this is the present system of education, that teacher is not being heeded, his content is not being heeded. The teacher all the time tries to make the student understand, but in return the students, they show their behavior to be, very careless. So in this poem, we came to understand that the feeling of the students, they are trying to be reticent, they are not willing to receive any, they are not willing to receive any knowledge. And what the teacher is expecting, the teacher is expecting the reciprocal treatment, the teacher is expecting the two-way communication, the teacher is expecting and is hoping for the active communication, but this is not happening there. Since there is very passive communication, there is one-sided communication. This is what killing the teacher. This is making the teacher to be, feeling exhausted in the classroom. That is why this is very important to tell you that he is waiting for the bell. Because, why he is waiting for the bell? Because he wants to unleash his students. He wants to throw them open so that he will get some assist, so that he will get some relief for himself. And in the language of connotation, he is saying that he is not going to use his fuel of energy. It means he is not going to use his fuel, means he is not going to waste his energy. He wastes his energy. That is why he is deciding that today it is going to be my last lesson, it is going to be my last chapter. At the denouement, we came to understand that the teacher, not only at the denouement, at the beginning as well as at the denouement, as well as means the entire atmosphere of the poem is the atmosphere of agony, is the atmosphere of pain for the teacher, because for him, it is for him to deal with the unruly horn. It seems to him that he is dealing with the unruly horn. He is dealing with those the dogs which are used for hunting. Look at this, is very bold criticism, because the teacher is feeling that my students, they are ungracious, there is asperity in them, they are not willing to what I am doing. What is the meaning of my toiling, what is the meaning of my all this hard work? They are not ready to assimilate, they are not ready to procure any knowledge, and look what I am doing. Since he is human being, he is not robot. That is why he is badly waiting for the assist, he is badly waiting for the relief, and that is why he is waiting for the bell. So we can say that this poem is the biggest criticism. This poem is criticizing the modern education as well, because you can see nowadays there is lot of lethargy among the students, that the students do not participate actively in studies. The teacher tries very hard. Look what the teacher is expecting, look what is the hope of the teacher, and look what he is getting. So there is no good positive reciprocal treatment. And the poet is, in this poem, the poet is actually criticizing the modern system of education as well. He is telling us, he is trying to show us the scenario of the modern education. He is trying to show us the scenario of the students. Look how how they take the education to be very for granted. The students, they take education to be very for granted. They take lecture to be very for granted. Then how it is possible for the teacher to reform and bring reformation in the society? And in this way, reformation is not possible. Reformation is not possible. Change is not possible. Revolution is not possible. It is just waste of energy. It means on doing nothing. That the teacher is coming prepared to deliver his best, and the student at the same time, they are very cold. They are very silent. They are like mute spectators to what a teacher should expect. How a teacher is going to motivate them. It is going to make teacher frustrated. It is going to make teacher feel anxiety. So this poem deals with the theme of dilapidation. This dilapidation is in education. This is in the character of student. It is everything is dilapidated. Nothing is refined. The students, they are in their own illusion. They are in their own what sort of life they are understanding. They are in their own illusion. And the teacher at the same time, he is trying to demystify the thing, but the students are not ready to understand this. And all this in the poem prompts the teacher to left the class. He is only waiting for the bell because he is badly waiting for some sort of assuage. He is waiting for respite. He is waiting for rest because there is no, there is no bleadsome atmosphere in the teaching. There is no cheerful teaching. There is no bleadsome atmosphere. That is why the person, the teacher, he wants to quit the classroom. And this is going to be my last lesson. And after that, खुदा हवाले तुम भी और मैं भी, because all my joining, all my hard work, यहाँ से कुछ भी नहीं निकल रहा. ठीक है? Okay. So this is all about the poem in short.